In Monaco, a car isn't a way to get from place to place. It's positioning. Every arrival is observed, every stop is evaluated, and every movement sends a message whether you intend it or not. This has nothing to do with speed or horsepower. It's about restraint, timing, and knowing exactly when to be seen and when to disappear. Because in a city where wealth is everywhere, the real distinction isn't money, it's behavior. Some arrivals are designed to be noticed, others are designed to control the atmosphere without asking for attention. That difference decides who truly belongs and who's only passing through. Loud entrances fade fast here. Precision doesn't, and the people who understand that move differently through Monaco's streets, parking structures, and private entrances. Their presence is felt before it's ever acknowledged. So as we go deeper, keep this in mind. In a place where everyone can afford luxury, what actually separates power from noise? Like this video and subscribe to Monacore for access to the unwritten rules that define Monaco's inner circle. In Monaco, money is so common, it stops being impressive. What separates insiders from tourists is awareness. Knowing when to show up, knowing when to stay invisible. You can arrive in the rarest machine on earth and still look out of place if your timing is wrong. Here, presence is measured by rhythm, not value. Elite women understand that attention has a temperature. Arrive too early, and it feels forced. Too late, and it feels reactive. The goal is to enter when the space is neutral, when nothing else is pulling focus. That's when an arrival feels effortless, almost unintentional, yet immediately authoritative. In Monaco, timing isn't manners, it's fluency. It signals that you understand the environment before stepping into it, and that you belong without having to prove it. Once timing is correct, movement becomes the real language. In Monaco, stillness proves nothing. Motion does. Clothing isn't chosen for mirrors or photos. It's chosen for how it behaves in transition. When the door opens, nothing breaks the flow. Fabric moves cleanly. Lines follow momentum, not posture. There's no adjustment, no hesitation, no performance. The outfit works because it never demands attention from the body wearing it. Accessories don't announce themselves. They settle into place. Jewelry doesn't flash for approval. It completes a silhouette that's already composed. Even footsteps matter. The pace, the sound against stone, the absence of hesitation. Confidence is communicated long before a face is noticed. What gives this weight is restraint. Monaco isn't impressed by effort. It responds to composure. The women who command space here don't stack excess on excess. They remove. They understand that elegance isn't created by adding more, but by knowing exactly where to stop. The result isn't memorability through detail, but memorability through atmosphere. People don't remember the outfit or the car. They remember what followed. Calm, precision, control. And once that atmosphere settles, another signal takes over. Because in Monaco, silence often carries more authority than sound, and what's left unsaid shapes everything that comes next. What determines whether a supercar belongs in Monaco isn't speed, noise, or price. It's judgment. Excess without awareness becomes a liability here. A car that arrives too early, too late, or too aggressively exposes its driver instantly. Monaco doesn't reward domination. It rewards calibration. The strongest arrivals feel unannounced, as if they slipped into the moment instead of forcing it to react. Cars here are read the same way people are. A Ferrari Roma earns respect because it doesn't insist. A Lamborghini Urus signals status by staying composed, never rushing, never overplaying its presence. Even a Bugatti doesn't rule the street through force. It slows the environment around it, pulling attention inward rather than outward. In Monaco, authority isn't loud. It's gravitational. The street adjusts when you understand how to move through it. This is why numbers are irrelevant. Top speed, acceleration, torque, those belong on paper. Monaco operates at walking pace. The real test is composure under constraint. Narrow streets, crowds inches away, valets watching, cameras everywhere. A machine that can't remain calm when restricted loses meaning instantly. Precision replaces aggression. Control replaces thrill. Where you stop matters more than what you drive. A McLaren resting cleanly at a hotel entrance signals restraint. The same car creeping too far forward feels uncertain. A Porsche placed perfectly by the marina communicates fluency. A Bentley lingering a second too long reveals hesitation. In Monaco, positioning is language. Drivers don't park. They compose a scene. Valets read it instinctively. So do the people watching from balconies and cafes. And then comes the final shift. Once the car settles, it becomes irrelevant. The engine fades. The door opens. At that moment, the vehicle stops speaking and the individual takes over. In Monaco, the car is only the opening line. What follows decides everything. In Monaco, the story doesn't climax when the engine goes quiet. It begins the moment after. The seconds between stillness and motion reveal more than the drive ever could. Exiting a car here is never reactive. It's resolved. There's no hesitation, no scanning the room, no last-second adjustments to manage perception. The movement was decided before the door opened. Doors swing without urgency. Feet meet the ground calmly. The car has already done its work and immediately fades into the background. What replaces it is presence, not attitude, not performance, alignment. The body fits the environment without effort. In Monaco, confidence doesn't look alert. It looks settled. People don't analyze it consciously. They register it instinctively. The impression lands before thought arrives. That's restraint. Nothing explained, nothing emphasized. And once that calm is established, something quieter takes over. Because here, the longevity of presence has very little to do with arrival and everything to do with rhythm. Monaco doesn't reward speed in motion. It rewards restraint within it. The people who belong here never rush, because nothing here needs to be chased. After the car is left behind, the walk becomes the signal. Not dramatic, not slowed for effect, simply unpressured. Each step carries its own tempo, and the surroundings subtly adjust. Conversations pause. Space opens. Attention doesn't spike. It settles. Influence in Monaco doesn't interrupt the environment. It syncs with it. Those who move quickly expose uncertainty. Those who move calmly communicate that time already belongs to them. Tourists hurry to capture moments before they disappear. The elite move as if moments stretch outward. By refusing urgency, they extend their presence beyond the physical moment. Over time, this rhythm becomes the real separator, because Monaco doesn't judge instantly. It observes. Belonging here is never announced. It's confirmed gradually. The city filters people through repetition, not spectacle. Who returns without effort, who moves without friction, who becomes familiar without explanation. Wealth opens doors, but behavior decides who stays visible. Supercars, fashion, and prime locations dissolve into background noise when rhythm is wrong. Monaco doesn't react loudly to misalignment. It simply withdraws attention. The environment keeps what fits and quietly releases what doesn't. This is why Monaco feels different from other luxury capitals. It doesn't chase energy. It measures composure. What most outsiders miss is that Monaco is less a stage and more a system. It doesn't reward extremes. It compresses them. Loud presence collapses under its own weight here. Excess becomes inefficient. The city favors equilibrium. The people who last aren't the most visible. They're the most consistent. They don't arrive to be noticed. They arrive to remain. Over time, familiarity replaces novelty, and novelty is what Monaco discards first. Even silence behaves differently here. It's not emptiness, it's structure. Pauses are deliberate. Gaps are intentional. Nothing feels rushed because nothing needs to be. The absence of urgency becomes its own signal. It tells everyone watching that this person isn't reacting to the environment. The environment is adjusting to them. That's the inversion most people never achieve. They move through Monaco trying to earn space. The insiders move as if space was already allocated. This is where true separation happens. Not through objects, but through ease. The ability to exist without explanation, to move without resistance, to remain without effort. In Monaco, the highest form of status isn't access or visibility, it's frictionlessness. When the city stops pushing back, you know you're aligned. Monaco makes one thing clear: real luxury never announces itself. It operates through timing, control, and precision. What you're seeing isn't about supercars or symbols. It's about how presence is built through restraint and awareness. Every pause matters. Every step communicates something without sound. So what stood out to you most? The cars, the moments they frame, or the quiet confidence that lingers after they're gone? Drop your take in the comments. And if you want deeper access to the unwritten rules that shape Monaco from the inside, like this video and subscribe to Monacore. This is only the surface.